heading to the doctor today. As you can see, it's very dark still in the cab of my car, but you can see a beautiful red sky behind me. It's starting to kind of fade, and but maybe you can catch a little bit of that. So we're on our way to the doctor's office to discuss my lab results from 2 weeks ago. I think it was. Last time we were out here, we ran into construction. Alright, here we are. You can get a see, look at that red sky back there. Quite beautiful. Alright, well, we kind of got red sky everywhere. Anyway, should have been out there earlier to really have captured it. Make it through this light before it changes. So when I was out here 2 weeks ago, we had construction out this way, and it really kind of created some problems. But I would imagine it's going to be the same thing today. I'm actually a little bit late. Just a little bit late getting around. So I did hear later on that day after did my lab, I got the results, but as I'd mentioned, I don't know how to read all that stuff in there. And then I believe it was Monday morning, my doctor sent me a message saying that everything looked really good, but he didn't mention the diabetes, prediabetes specifically. So I imagine that's what he was talking about. And I knew I'd be coming in soon, so I didn't message him back or nothing. So yeah, hopefully everything's looking good. I sure have been feeling okay, especially now that the weather's so much colder. I have got out my big heavy hoodie jacket. This is what I'll wear for the next 4 or 5 months, all the time. So it's pretty heavy. In fact, I'll have to take it off when I go into the office today. I'll have to get weighed first thing, so I'll have to hand that to the pretty little nurse, and so forth and so on. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. The weather, the cooler weather, sure makes me sleep better. I slept last night in sweatpants and a hoodie. And that's not unusual for me to do that when because it's been getting, right now, it's about 34 degrees, just slightly above freezing. And I don't see any construction evidence down here like there was last time. Yeah, feeling pretty good. This is great news if indeed this prediabetes was simply a scare and not reality. But we'll find out what he's going to say about it when we get there. It's a little bit overcast, so the temperature is going to be coming up, and we are supposed to have rain starting later today into the weekend. And as cold as it is, the snow level will come down, so there will be snow in the mountains. I'm wearing my gloves, as you can see, because it's pretty cold. I got the heater on, and haven't heated the house up yet. I don't usually do that. I wait as long as I can before I start using my heat. Even though I've got the new mini split system now, that's great. It's still fairly expensive. It's just not as bad as that old 44-year-old unit was. Actually, I think it was 46 or something. Maybe older, but that's all gone now. to worry about that. But the mini split only heats up the area really where you're just at, in order to, you know, heat up the master bedroom, which doesn't have a mini split in it. Definitely the door's open, and you know, the bathroom, same thing. It just won't really reach back there. So my bedroom, which is not the master bed, has a mini split in there, but I definitely don't want to heat up my bedroom. So I sleep so much better in the cold with piles of blankets. I very much enjoy that. Well, we're still about 7 minutes away from 7:45. That's when they wanted me to get there, but my appointment's not until 8. So once I'm done here, I've got a few errands I can run before I go home. And then that's it. I'm not really going to be doing anything special, just do a little bit of editing. I started editing the last video on the trip that my brother and I took up to Tunnel 13 and Mount Ashland ski area, and then finally to Dutchman's Peak. And I'm right in the middle of putting that one together. So I might finish that one today. And I'm getting on to some movie reactions, because I like doing those. I walked away from it for a little while. Oh, well, we're right here. This garbage truck he's turning in here where I'm going. Not quite where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Alright, here we are. We're at the horsey pistol, as my dad used to call it when we were little kids. We had to go to the doctor, he'd call it the horsey pistol, trying to make us feel good, you know, because we were all scared of the doctor's office, of course. It was, I certainly was. But the horsey pistol thing, he was trying to say hospital, but horsey pistol, I don't know where that came from, but it didn't work. But he kept trying to make it work for a long time. All right, let's head in there. Okay, I'm having a bite to eat with a breakfast bar. It's currently 8:45. Appointment didn't go quite like I thought it would. When I finally got to talk to the doctor, he went over the test results for the fasting lab. I said, okay, this checks out. Everything good. Everything really good. So I said, how did I say it? I said, so no more prediabetes diagnosis. And he kind of stopped and looked at me and thought, oh. And he looks at the paper, or at the screen, computer screen, and says, I completely forgot to put that in the works for the fasting lab. So they didn't test for that. And I was a little disappointed. You know, I guess I should have initially asked him about that. So anyway, we talked about it. My score was 6.1 or 6.1 for my blood sugar, and I guess once it gets up to about 6.3, it's pretty serious. And then 6'5", I think he said 6'4", 6'5" is diabetes. So anyway, they took a finger prick right here in the side of my finger and took some blood. So later on today, that will be up on my chart, and then they'll figure out if I'm still pre-diabetes. So I got a new date to come in, which is the 24th of January at 9:30 in the morning. And I told him I also have a cataract appointment for my final cataract checkup on both my eyes. It's in the last week of January, so hopefully it doesn't match up on that day. So I got to go home and check that, and then if it does, I got to give them a call and be rescheduled. So anyway, that's where we're at, unfortunately. But everything checked out good. So I just don't know about the pre-diabetes yet. So anyway, I'm gonna head off and head to my couple chores I need to get done, and